Continued protests are sparking conversations about racism within the Junior League of Indianapolis.
In our series, We Stand Together, News 8's Katira Winfrey sat down with the organization's president, Patrice Dawson, who explains what the organization is doing to create change.
George Floyd's death, some would argue, helped tip the scale, allowing open conversations about racism. The protests his death sparked continue to stretch around the country, and in Indianapolis, the Junior League, an organization of women committed to improving communities, is taking notice.
My first thought when everything happened with George Floyd was, it was unbelievable. I couldn't even really put into words what I was thinking and what I was feeling. And I talked to my husband, I talked to my daughter about it, and from the Junior League standpoint, my Junior League members started automatically emailing me, calling me, saying that we have to say something, but it was something that was completely heinous that I can't even put into words.
And just the response afterwards, though, did that come as a shock to see so many people coming together for a specific purpose like that?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. It was beautiful to see so many people from different generations and different ethnicities coming together just to protest, what wasn't right. So absolutely, it was beautiful to see.
And a lot of these protests we see women are at the forefront of organizing, out there on the front lines. Talk about how the Junior League kind of plays into this idea of the role women play in sparking change.
Women and the community is what the Junior League is about. So we are a women's leadership organization that promotes volunteerism. So one of our important things is to educate our members to have the conversation. So for me, I sent something to our members that said we need to have the conversation about race. It's okay. It is not taboo. It's okay to have the conversation, to talk about race and equity. And also take those conversations out to your friends, take them out to your neighbors, and really, really talk about this. And do whatever you can do to make that change in the community.
And so talk about some of the initiatives. I don't know if you guys have had large gatherings at the Junior League, or if you've gone to have speaking engagements. What are some of the things you guys are doing moving forward as we live through all of this?
So moving forward as an organization, it's important to us to make sure that we take the slow and steady road to make sure that what we do has an impact. We want to make sure that it's not something on the surface, that it's something that's truly impactful. So we've created a diversity, equity, and inclusion task force to make sure that we study for our members what we can do. It will start with speakers, it will start with trainings. We're still in the development phase and we don't really have all the answers yet, but that's where we're starting. Hopefully it will be something that our members can take forward, take what they've learned and bring it out to the community.
And as a person in your position to lead the Junior League, how important is it to have ethnic representation in those key leadership roles?
Oh, it's so important to have representation, and one of the things that we're trying to do is make sure that our members are of different ethnicities and so many different backgrounds. So we are trying to make sure that we recruit members from everywhere. We want to have a diverse and inclusive organization. We want to make sure that people look to us to come to, to have a place to learn and be educated on leadership and training, and then bring that back out to the community. So it's really, really important.
If there's someone watching and they want to find a way to get involved, to help out, how can the Junior League be that place for them?
The Junior League is a place that teaches you so many different skills that you would never ever believe that you could learn. You can contact us, contact a member, go out and just have a conversation, look up the Junior League. Junior League is all over the United States, all over the world, to be honest. We've been around the Indianapolis community for over 98 years. We've had a lot of impact. Come talk to us, come see us. We are about having the conversation about change, having the conversation about moving forward, and it's okay to talk about these things. It's okay, it's not a bad word. That's how we begin the process of moving forward.
And I asked you about George Floyd earlier and just your thought process and how it sparked all of this change. Was it shocking to see that happen?
I think what's interesting is that it was shocking, but listening to my 15-year-old daughter talk about it, she's like, it has to happen. So I think about that in her mind. No, this is what's supposed to happen. It was shocking for me. For her, it's like, no, this is the way it's supposed to go. So absolutely, looking at it, it's beautiful to me to see this. I want to see the change continue. I want to see the conversations happen. I think that's the most important part, to keep the conversation going. And as the Junior League of Indianapolis, that's one of the things that we're going to do amongst our members, and then spread that out to the community to keep those conversations going. Don't be afraid to talk. Make sure that we continue. And so that's how we move forward.
Well, of course, you can watch all of our We Stand Together profiles online at wishtv.com.
Remember, you can also listen to our We Stand Together podcast anytime. Tonight's episode and others are found at the allindianapodcastnetwork.com.